Hello and welcome to the Conversation Is podcast with me, Ash Hughes, and
Charlie Pitson.
today, what are we doing in the shadows?
Ooh, that's the conversation we're having.
The film is a lot funnier than that
Yep.
was. Yes, the conversation is what we do in the shadows. It's definitely my favourite comedy film ever at the minute. It took me a little while to watch it, definitely not when it straight come out, and I really regretted not watching it. It's a great film, amazing to watch with another person, and that's what we're doing today.
Yeah, it was directed and written by Taika Waititi and Jemaine Clement.
Yeah, so it was originally a short film. I think, do you know what year that was? It was like
2004.
early 2000s, yeah. And then it turned into a full-on movie.
10 years later.
Yeah. So let's get into it then, is it?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's go. Okay, what we do in the shadows.
Yeah. So you've seen the short film then, yeah?
Yeah, I've seen the short film a couple of times. I've seen the Kickstarter video they've done. They've done like another short film for the Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah.
For one of the stretch goals.
Is that like some of the things? I think some of the things are in the bonus features. In the
Yeah,
Blu-ray and stuff.
I think they are, yeah. They definitely are on the Blu-ray for the American release. I don't know if they are for the...
Yeah. There's no commentary on the British Blu-ray.
Isn't there?
Yeah, I was searching for it the other day, and
Ah.
I was so gutted.
I don't know if there is commentary at all, because like I said, I mean, there's different features on the New Zealand one and
Yeah.
the American one and our one because of the whole cinematic release thing and DVD release and all that.
Hmm.
The Viago man, I love him. He's so camp. I love his voice.
He's so...
He's your absolute nightmare though, when you imagine living
Oh
with
yeah,
him. Like,
hands
imagine
up.
coming
I
down
feel like
your horse,
few hundred years as well.
Yeah.
This guy fucking
just
waking you up. Like,
screaming down your hall. But he's also too polite that you can't hate him. You've got to
can't
like
hate
love
no,
him.
No. It's the sideburns as well, man. The sideburns. You got a flat meeting?
That's right, it's so mundane, isn't it?
That shot's quite cool, though,
yeah,
isn't it?
Jemaine Clement wrote that scene for himself.
Oh, of course he did.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
I've seen like a junket they're at, and he's like, of course he wrote a scene with two women.
Yeah, and then he's Conti got his like chest exposed, like
Yeah. His man carpet.
oh man. Peter. Peter's 9,000 years old.
Peter's 9,000 years old. He's not coming to the meeting.
Oh, he scares the shit up. When he does that little
That jump scare when he
scares
gets
the shit out of me.
Oh my god, what's his name? Not Stu.
Nick.
Nick. That's a genuine. That's like a proper good jump scare.
When he jumps on him.
Yeah,
Oh,
and he's like,
yeah.
poor guy.
Oh, he got Nick. Peter got Nick.
Who let Peter out?
His teeth, though.
That is
They're almost like,
Nosferatu, innit?
yeah, like curled toenails almost. Oh, shit, dude. Got me again. Got me.
Yeah, like he lives with him. Like he's a
You don't-
vampire. What's he jumping at him for?
Oh, it's there. Oh, it's there. He's fucking... Oh.
This is funny because it links back to when the police come as well, because they're like, look at
Oh,
all this.
Look
Should
at
we
all
just,
this.
like a little...
You will not notice something unusual.
Yeah. What's that, mate? It's
Adhesive?
Yeah.
Fire?
Just open up a dialogue about it.
Oh, I haven't seen Wellington Paranormal yet.
It's
I've seen the
alright.
first episode. I think it was that creepy girl, and she like
Yeah, it's like an
vomits over it.
exorcist.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's alright. I don't think it's anywhere near as good as the series is. Like,
No,
not even close.
No.
But yeah.
it's good to have like spin-offs.
It's really if you love what we do in the shadows, then it is worth checking out.
Vampires don't do dishes.
Not the serious ones.
The fact that he's knitting as well.
I know.
I need jumpers.
It's so like against his character, and to just think of him knitting.
Why do they need dishes though? They don't even eat.
Yeah, do you know what? That was something I was thinking about like the other
Unless
day.
they actually.
But it's because they have people over, innit? Like the
Oh
biscotti.
yeah. Oh,
Because
yeah.
I thought the same. I was like, wait, this doesn't make sense. Oh man, Deacon reminds me of Dean.
Is he?
Yeah, just like the way he sits, like and just the things
Or
he
he's laying
says.
down as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
like he's absolutely, and his dancing is
Oh, the
absolutely
dance.
Dean.
This photo though.
With the unibrow. Oh.
I started laughing right into the mic as well.
Man, I seriously, I'm gonna be fucking in stitches. I love it.
Yeah, depressing
Just
first
because-
episode with Chasing Amy, and now this
Yeah,
comedic
such a good
genius.
film to do.
That
This
was
is-
Peter.
This is one of those amazing films that I think is much better to watch with someone else.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think it's much funnier if it's
I
someone
watched
else.
it 3 times this week just to
So
prepare for this, and like
Yeah.
never gets old.
For me, like, I'm really bad. Like, some films are like songs to me. Like, you know, like where it's just stuck in your head. Like,
Yeah.
you get a scene or a quote, and I just gotta watch it.
Mhm.
Like, I'm really bad with The Office for that. Like,
Yeah.
I cannot look at a picture of David Brent without watching at least 3 episodes. I can't. It makes me sick otherwise. And this is one of those now for me. Like, anything. Like, if I hear the word beast, I'm like, oh, I've got to watch What We Do in the Shadows now
Yeah.
6 times. Otherwise, the world's gonna end.
The OCD.
Yeah.
Let's but shoot.
Arrow to the knee.
Ah!
This film is amazing.
It's genius though.
It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
How old is he? 800 and something.
Yeah, he's
862.
862 years old. He's obviously a spoof of Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah.
Like they're all spoofs.
Spoofers.
Fuck.
Spoofers.
Yeah. Deacon is, I think, supposed to be like Bela Lugosi's Dracula, maybe.
Yeah.
Viago is the guy from Interview with a Vampire, the one who like.
Tom Cruise or
No, I
No.
think. Oh, what's the actor? Antonio Banderas? Zorro?
oh, so that's the
Zorro?
one they got from the TV show then, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he's like, oh yeah, Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, the guy Guillermo's like in love with Viago's based on. Like, it's just
Yeah.
like a spoof of him. Oh man, Guillermo in the series. I loved what they done with him. Like by the end, where like they reveal like that he's Van Helsing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
so good. Like, because I thought you know Colin Robinson.
yeah.
I love that character, by the way, as well. I
Oh,
thought
he's
like
amazing.
they were gonna get him to kill the Count because like he can kill vampires as well.
Yeah.
I thought that's where it was gonna go, but then the way they done it with Guillermo was just incredible.
The fucking door opens.
Door, yeah.
bursts into- Oh, that whole
then it's
episode
like-
is amazing though. The
When they
drugs,
go on the night
that
out.
drug blood.
Drug blood. Yeah. Drug blood.
Oh, it's Doug Jones as well. You know, he's in everything. If you've seen any comic book
He's,
film, and it's some sort of really
He's the
tall,
alien
thin
guy in
yeah,
the new Star Trek.
he's
yeah.
Abe Sapien in Hellboy.
Yeah.
He's the Pale Man and the Fawn from
I think
Pan's
I'm gonna watch
Labyrinth.
that tonight. I think I'm gonna watch the new Hellboy tonight as it goes.
Is it?
I think I might. Yeah.
Oh, I love this song as well. This song, no.
No, she's like an artist now, apparently.
She? Yeah, she's like
they took,
maybe
they took
like
them like ages to track her down to
70s,
get the
80s,
right.
and 80s.
Yeah, she's old, man. Like this is '66. The song.
Yeah. This is perfect, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it really. But the soundtrack is really good. There's like some mad Russian band and some really good tunes on here. Like I love the mad song where where they're chasing Nick around like the house. And
Yeah.
It's just the music's just mental, and then it stops
Oh,
and he comes out of the back.
I'm not going to mention it because we'll get onto that when it comes up. But that's like one of the best scenes in the film, man. It's like I always look 16.
So- Jemaine Clement and obviously Taika Waititi wrote this themselves,
yeah,
but when they came to filming it, they didn't give anyone the scripts. They just told them like just go with it.
this is your
Just,
character. Or
Yeah, they
you can-
told them like what they wanted, and they would just do whatever, and it works so well. I don't think this film.
I think it works.
big.
It only works that way because of the mockumentary kind of thing. and
Yeah,
it's-
no, but I love mockumentaries. I think they're clever.
yeah.
Like this is Spinal Tap.
Like
I
stuff
love-
like and like The Office as well.
The
Obviously,
Off-
I mean,
yeah,
I started watching Parks and Rec again yesterday.
Yeah, I mean,
see,
I think
it's just
mockumentaries
it's
are
the
incredible.
that's the kind. This is one kind of format I would like to write a film
Well,
for,
yeah,
but I have no ideas for it at the moment. So
you know where we are with that.
like Secret Vampire. Oh God.
This is what I love as well, like the way they integrate like pictures and old footage and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I wonder like how many are real and how many are made for the film. Like, I mean, obviously that's made for the film.
Yeah.
But like, how many of the pictures are actually just things they found?
Well,
and-
there's some. Oh, what was that? I don't know what the photo is. I think it's Goya. The one
right.
that they use for.
Oh, it's the 70s-ish one, innit? With they're at a party. I think it's real, and it took
No,
like
in the start just now, I think it's when like Viago's introducing, like talking about vampires, and they use a
Yeah.
Goya painting.
It's all right. Like one of these as well is a real picture, of, like them from whenever, and it took them like ages. I think it was something like 60 hours to edit it to what they wanted it to be.
Yeah.
This one, I think
This
is
photo, man.
I think this is a real photo, but I don't think like Peter was in it or was like that or whatever. I think it took him a lot longer than what
They're the little
wanted
things that
it
make the
to
film,
do
you
it.
know, just the.
It's detail,
Yeah.
and I think that's what makes a good mockumentary is detail.
That makes it funnier as well, doesn't it?
Because it wouldn't work as a mockumentary if it didn't seem real.
Oh no.
Oh, Viago, he's so cute. Like, this
Yeah.
is adorable.
Oh yeah, this bit.
Yeah. And the wedding photo is one of the producers' like actual wedding photos as well. They just
Yeah.
edited it. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Philip. Oh, he takes it. Yeah. Oh, later in the film as well. Philip.
When he calls him, yeah. And that's really, it's
You
cruel
promise you
because
be a vampire.
yeah, like Viago's like definitely absolutely the nicest one of them all.
Yeah.
But he's still a bit of a dick.
Yeah. That's kind of supposed to be like what they do in the show, isn't it?
series, yeah. That's when I got a bit bored of it in the show.
Then.
Then, like, do you mean? I
Yeah.
don't think it works over such a long period, but that's why I liked the way they twisted it then, where it turns out he's like a vampire slayer.
Yeah.
They
This-
don't know what, like, because when they were researching this, they put a lot of research into vampire like lore and myths and things like that, and they picked this up somewhere, but they didn't know how, and then it turns out it's from like True Blood or something, like one of those bad CW shows.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
HBO. True Blood. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Shut up. It's not.
Yeah.
Is it?
Have you
I've
seen
never seen it. No, I
the
mean,
sex
I'm
and violence
saying
side?
about
There's
it,
no
but
way.
it's just like,
Only maybe AMC would take
yeah,
that on, but
nah,
even
not
then.
for me. It's a bit tacky.
He's such a great actor, though. Oh man, he's over the top, but it works.
Extra, yeah. And like this, like the music now in the background, it's
Yeah.
so like old timey and
Oh, so the behind the scenes of this, and it's them trying to play this as well. It's funny. I thought they were just fucking around, and I was like, oh yeah, it's in the film.
yeah.
Because I haven't seen it in a while up until that point. I was like, oh yeah, forgot this little bit where they're just playing instruments and he's on the trumpet.
Yeah.
And
And he's like taking time
Door
to
bass.
change the noise.
I don't know what that guitar is, but I have about 4 of them in my house. My dad collects like
Random
kind of
guitar.
like it's a Russian guitar,
Yeah, oh, that would
but
make
I'm
sense.
not quite
yeah.
sure what it's called.
Or maybe it's Romanian because it's lad.
It could be both.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we've got like 4 of them in the house, just on the walls.
This took him 80 hours to do, I think, reflections in this film. Specifically one from a table.
That looks like Noel Fielding.
Yeah. Those
These look like old Matty Boosh characters.
No
Yeah.
Feeling would have been amazing casting. What the
Oh,
what the hell are they thinking?
If they do a British remake, he could be in it.
Oh, man.
Or they do what they did with the end of the series where they had the Vampire
Like the Vampire Council, yeah.
and you got Tilda Swinton, and every single person in that has played a vampire in something else.
Yeah.
And they were going to get Kiefer Sutherland in it, and that's why they like, oh,
Yeah,
Kiefer,
and they
he's
drop
like,
it,
he
like,
couldn't make
come.
it.
And Rob
So
Pattinson.
everyone who couldn't make it, Rob Pattinson. Oh,
It's
is that
like
the
I was
one,
trying to
is it?
leave this behind. It's like it's kind of ironic.
Yeah.
That he's now Batman. Like,
Oh,
he's
bring this up
literally
again.
Batman. Yeah, I just it baffles me. Like I said, it's nothing to do with his acting ability. I can't fathom a world where there's a Batman that I'm not afraid of. Like I don't understand how it works.
Not even as Edward Cullen.
Yeah, like oh man, I don't know. It freaks me out. Like, no, not my Batman. Just
Wait
not
and
until
see.
he's scary.
That's what everyone said
yeah.
about Ben Affleck, and he was fucking amazing. So.
No, but I was afraid of Ben Affleck before, like he was cast
yeah,
as
like you
Batman.
said, yeah,
That's
yeah.
It's just
like you could beat.
it's
Robert
nothing to do with
Pattinson,
him
you know?
being like. It's just just not
that gonna
afraid of
be
him. Not
And
afraid
every
of
episode
him.
then we're just gonna keep talking about Robert Pattinson until it gets
No,
released,
this is it.
and
This
then
is it. Unless it comes up like,
Okay.
unless we watch a film Rob Pattinson in.
we should watch Twilight.
No,
No?
let's not do that. But no, that's it now. Like I'd only come up because of what we do in the shadows. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to get Rob Pattinson to fight me. I'm not.
It's not a Tom Cruise, Justin Bieber kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right, Patterson, I want you.
Yeah, I mean, at least when similarly aged. Like, I'm not calling out something like... I'm not calling out, like, Clint Eastwood or something, do you mean?
Clint Eastwood, I want to fight you.
He'd wreck me, man. Eats napalm and shits dynamite. Don't fuck with him.
Oh, the fucking kids,
This line by her is amazing. Because it's so throwaway, and they're like 2 11-year-old girls, and they're like, we're going to go meet a paedophile.
Yeah, you see him later on. Do you see it?
They kill him,
They kill him.
At the back of the truck. But it's just such a, like, dark throwaway line.
Yeah. They get away with a lot of shit, though.
Oh, God, yeah.
Hands down.
But I think...
the Nazi fucking vampires, showing footage of Nazis.
But this is something I think, like... I think the sort of, like, New Zealand and Australian sense of humour is very similar to the British sense of humour. Like, it's very dry and quite...
But they go extra,
bone.
don't they? They go too far, and it's like, that's why... It's a bit darker than ours.
I love it, though, man. But that's why it works, because, I mean, they're vampires. They're vampires.
It's funny how they've been alive for so long, but they're all so fucking stupid as well.
But that's why I think they're so stupid, because they've just sheltered themselves, do you mean? Like when they first
so they only
used
to it, yeah. So
it's the same with the ones from the series. Do you mean they're just in their own little world?
Yeah, but in the series, there's footage of them like through the age of 60s. They're like bikers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like it's weird.
Yeah.
And then like in the series, they don't really dress.
Yeah,
modern.
they dress. Yeah,
unless it's maybe like Unholy Masquerade, where like there's always a party every year, and every year they just dress up. Like
maybe, but they also do like the big like popular nightclub in the series as well, don't they? With
Nick Kroll.
With Nick Kroll, yeah. Oh man, that's such a good
Darius
scene.
the Conqueror or
something like that,
Liar or something. I don't know.
Or the Brilliant or something, because he's like, like, oh, he's a real wonderkind, and he's like,
I never knew. Devious.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he's like, never know he's so devious. Like his name is Darius. I don't even think that's the right word. But
the cursed witch hat.
Oh my god, you're not taking my hat. That wasn't even a good Matt Berry impression. What the fuck? Oh.
Jackie, apparently she directed some of these scenes.
Yeah, she's directed some of the episodes of Wellington Paranormal with...
Did she?
Jemaine,
I didn't know that. Yeah.
And she did a film called Breaker-Uppers on Netflix.
I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen that yet, but...
No, I haven't seen it, but yeah, it's on there, like...
Just from watching... Yeah, there you go. There they killed a paedophile.
Yeah. Shit. You know the guy that's, like, when they're doing the auction later on, and they're like, we got a live meat bag auction, it's the old guy in the cage.
Yeah.
He's their father. He's, like, those two girls, like, father in real life.
Oh.
It's just a little fact. It's irrelevant, but it doesn't make it any less true.
Oh, this bit is quite funny, though.
Yeah, apparently.
I was wanting to go travelling.
Yeah, he's making her feel really sorry. Like, he got to university, just the look at his face.
Because he wasn't going to, like, kill her, was he? He was just going to drain her a bit and then...
Well,
I reckon he was. After...
Because they make the suggestion that there's a big, like, sexist thing where they don't really like turning women into vampires, so maybe he was just going to kill her.
No, but they only turn if he bites her and then
like,
makes her
drink his blood, yeah.
He hits an artery and then she just dies.
Yeah. I love that Peter, like, has a record of constantly turning people into vampires. Apparently this is all real, though. Like, his reaction is real, like, because he just hated filming it, like, it went in his eye and everything.
Yeah. I thought it was just because he punctured it wrong and then it just...
Yeah, maybe, but, like...
Behind the scenes, you can see him laying out the newspapers, though, and it's just like the scene is shorter in the film, and it's like wish it was longer.
Because like they shot like something like 120 hours of footage, just way too much.
They had like two cuts. It was like one was like
They had three. Like, well, this included
comedic cut,
three,
then there was a plot cut,
like a serious. Yeah. That's a lot of fucking footage, man. 120 hours.
I'm too lazy to do that.
Yeah.
120 hours, nah, I'm good.
Like in character, like as like costume and everything, that's a lot of work. But
it pays off, though,
because this
is such a cracking film.
Like, he just resorts to punching the glass. like these paintings, some of these have to be real. There's no way they were all like made for this film.
Oh no, yeah.
Because you see some like of these medieval paintings and they're mad, just like mad, like people sucking on goat titties and things like that. The Beast. This is such a good setup for such a good payoff.
Oh yeah,
Like the payoff,
we're not
really
gonna make the payoff.
Jemaine Clement, he's so good. He's way beyond like.
Did you know he's in Men in Black 3?
It doesn't surprise me. Like that's been that he just pops up in everything.
He plays Boris. I can't remember the last bit. He's like obviously the villain.
Oh yeah.
And when I first watched that film, I was like, "Is that Tim Curry?"
No, yeah.
Because he looks like Tim Curry. It's
He's
weird.
He's in.
But and then I watched Fight the Conchords for a bit. Then after I saw that, I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, who's this guy? He seems quite funny."
I think the first thing I ever seen him in was Dinner for Schmucks with
Dinner for Schmucks.
Steve Carell, where he plays that like mad artist.
He's in that.
Yeah, it's so good. I thought it was like for like the first half hour of the film because of his accent and the voice he puts on it. I thought it was Sacha Baron Cohen, and then I was like, no, it's not him because he looked nothing like him. I was like, definitely not. And that's when I watched Fight at the Conchords then, and then I realised who he was. Because it took me ages, like at least my maybe third or fourth watch of Rick and Morty to realise that he's the Cloud. You know, like
Is he?
Yeah, like have you seen that episode where he's?
I've
like,
seen a few episodes with some friends,
man.
but I didn't know he.
He's like this mad, insane, like super powerful Cloud.
Yeah.
Like that Morty saves from being assassinated, but it turns out like he's coming to destroy like the entire universe, and he like sings in the episode. It's just absolutely
I'll
mad.
have to get on that. I'll
It's
get on
so
that just
funny.
for Jemaine Clement.
Yeah, but it took me like 4 times to watch the episode. And I was like, shit, it's Jemaine Clement. And I watched a film called The Festival, which is like it's done by the guys that done The In-Betweeners.
Oh yeah, he's
And
in
it's
that.
filmed
Is he
at,
the
like,
dad?
Leeds Festival, yeah, man. He absolutely steals the show in that film, and I mean steals the show.
Is that film any good though?
It's all right. It's a lot better if you're a British person who has been to Reading or Leeds Festival because that's where
Okay.
it's filmed.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I was
obviously
filmed.
we both
Was it
have.
filmed in Leeds? Was it?
Yeah,
'Cause I'm-
yeah.
It was like it was. Yeah, it was. That was the last year I went. I think when they filmed that. That
Yeah.
was a few years ago.
I remember watching it and I mean, you can't mistake the Reading and Leeds sort of like brand in the colours and everything. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm about 99.9% sure that's
Did they show
Leeds.
any of that, or was it?
Yeah.
So they show that he's in Leeds.
Yeah. Oh, that's been. If you're a British person, you can tell 100% that it's Leeds Festival without a doubt.
They just don't
And
mention
like I
it,
said,
is it?
especially like if you've been,
Mm.
and obviously both of us I know have, and I think you'll enjoy it more.
Yeah.
I think if you've never been to a festival, it's not a film for you. I'd probably.
I think it's gonna be too cringe for me though. It's gonna be too real.
Yeah.
Because I know that some of the things
some
they
of it
do.
is so like
I've seen in the
spot
trailer.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, in fact,
Something's a bit weird that people
The girl-
actually don't probably get up to though. But
Nadia from the What We Do in the Shadow series is in it.
Is
She's
she?
in it. Yeah,
Oh,
she's in it.
that's full. That's gone full circle.
Yeah. Double
That's on
A.
Netflix. I'll probably get that.
Is it on
yeah.
Netflix?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh man.
I think I skimmed past.
It's
it,
all right.
maybe.
But Jemaine Clement absolutely steals the show in it. Like, it's one of those cases where where someone is just way better than the film they're in.
Yeah.
Absolutely, he's phenomenal in it as the dad.
Oh yeah, we're coming up to the best scene in the film probably.
Oh, is it? Do you think?
I
don't
think
know.
yeah.
No.
I think it's the way
Oh,
how they shot
the
it.
chase.
The chase.
Oh,
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, no, I thought you meant this. Oh no, I
No,
agree. The
yeah.
chase is, I think, yeah.
It's like they're fucking.
I'm with you.
weirdos.
Either that, or I really like
How they shot it as well. They had like the way they had on the set. I think they
Yeah.
had the. It's
Oh,
mental.
because did you know the house is Peter Jackson's old office?
Is it?
Yeah, it's Peter Jackson's old office, the house.
Nice.
Yeah, this scene's because it's just so mad. Like the music, like it makes you feel like disoriented and confused as well.
Yeah. Because I know some of the set pieces are in like a studio lot.
I don't think the interior. Is,
like some of
but,
the interior is
yeah.
like not all of it. Like some of it they actually are in the house. But
No, I mean like in terms of
like
Peter
this
Jackson's,
this
like,
scene is all shot on like a
Yeah.
lot. I think.
Like, I don't think any of the inside, but like the outside shots is Peter
That's
Jackson's
where they
old
position the
office.
doors because I obviously think it's all shot pretty much in one take.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So they have
you
to-
can see this one take. It's so funny.
The fucking bag. The bag.
It's just so, like the way he just starts grabbing his forehead.
Starts climbing back out of it.
Yeah.
It's
Nick is so good, man. Isn't it? Like, it's just like Deacon. I think Deacon's the best of the vampires, without a doubt.
Yeah,
he's the
definitely.
funniest.
Yeah, he has the best lines, doesn't he? And then
Yeah.
Viago probably my second favorite, just because of his like.
It's just his attitude, like so. I just love him.
He's
so
goofy,
campy and just he's adorable. Like his story's just really sweet. But Nick, he's so funny. Yeah,
he's giggling.
So childish.
Fucking...
This is a genuine good jump scare. Just takes him out.
They nailed the horror aspects of this film, didn't they?
Yeah.
And that's why it's my favourite scene.
Yeah, so like the outside shots here, like this is Peter Jackson's old office. Poor guy. Like I like the bits like that where they drop the accent like without meaning to.
Also, they got always these random little like little shots of Jackie cleaning after them, just randomly in between things.
Like, this is that goes to like something I absolutely love about the film as well. Is it's like
the dance.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after this because this just is incredible.
It's the vest. The vest makes it all of.
They said like this just absolutely broke them up when they were filming it. Like it just
this is in
laughter, like.
the bonus features on the Blu-ray.
I love it. It's such a good GIF as well. Like
this,
man, it's just so random. What are they doing? Why is this their day? Like, do you know what we'll do today? We'll watch Deacon dance for 4 hours.
Hey guys, Nick.
Nick.
Surprised Peter didn't eat him though.
Yeah. But that's when I love that this like Peter just has this record of just turning people into vampires. Like
yeah.
But like it's because he's like old school. He's like a really old school vampire. Do you mean? Because he's like obviously based on Nosferatu. He's just turning people all the time. Like that's right though, isn't it? Like if you've just learnt how to fly and you're flying into a window, you're not like mastering it. Do you mean you're not Star Fox cruising through that window? I love this, like, just the way they like relate it to a hangover.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is something I think the movie does really well.
Just dead, sitting there.
Yeah, where it's just like it goes so deep into like vampire myth and like legend and lore, and like they try to incorporate as much as they can, like, and like they think of things that you wouldn't think of, like you say, like her cleaning all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean? I just love it. Like, what's it like to fucking change to a vampire? Where he's like, oh, it's like hangover times 10.
Yeah.
And the way,
like, the bleeding eyes now.
Yeah, and like what happens when they eat human food, like things they've really thought about, like, and put it into like a.
I don't get the human food thing though. I feel like it probably wouldn't. Well, then you are dead though, so I can guarantee.
I
makes
don't know.
Sense then.
I think. I mean. I'm gonna try and explain it as if it's like like vampires an actual thing, but it goes back to them being like hemophiliacs to do with like what the nutrients they need are.
Yeah.
There's probably someone out there that's explained it a lot more scientifically, but that's what it boils down to. So it does make sense in a way. And I love this that they're just so out of touch with the world that Nick is just showing them like the smallest things.
Yeah. Oh, when they bring Stu in as well.
Stu, man. Stu is a great character. So Stu, right? You know in Thor Ragnarok, the Valkyrie scenes, you know, like the way that's all like filmed.
Mm-hmm.
Stu isn't an actor. What Stu says he does in here is his
actual
actual job.
Yeah, he's IT technician.
But he invented like that lighting technique and the way that scene is filmed. Like he invented whatever the technology is that's used to film it, which is really interesting. Yeah,
that's pretty sick.
Yeah, so he was never even supposed to be in this. He was literally supposed to be working IT for the film.
He was supposed to have like a scene or two, a few shots.
Yeah,
and they said, "Oh, you won't be in much."
Yeah, they kept like tricking him into like being in it.
Yeah.
Oh man, Stu reminds me of my friend who like just shy. Like, do you know what I mean? Just like really quiet.
I'm probably Stu. Yeah, in a group situation, just in the back.
I'm definitely the Nick.
And then when I get drunk, I'm Vlad. Or Deacon. No, I'm Deacon.
Dean is Deacon all over. Like, even down to how harsh he is with Nick. You know, Dean can be a nasty person. Like, Do you mean? But Dean is Deacon, 100%.
So if you're listening, Dean, you're a Deacon.
Yeah, sort your shit out. I'm glad to hear you think I am cool. And like when he says, "Oh, he's wearing practically the same thing as me," that's 100%. I've heard Dina said that to me about people.
Yeah.
He said it to me about me, like if we're wearing slightly similar T-shirts. So yeah, Dean is Deacon, absolutely. I love his shirt with the flowers.
I can't watch this one without laughing too hard, man.
Vlad, man. I wonder, like, what these people were thinking, like, if they were extras, or if they were just, like, didn't explain to him, so it felt more authentic as a scene.
Yeah.
And this, where the friends pull her away from him.
Oh, the werewolves.
Yeah.
The werewolves, not swearwolves.
Oh, Rhys Darby. Man,
Yeah.
Rhys Darby's so underrated. Have you ever seen Hunt for the Wilder People?
Yeah.
When he's the conspiracy guy in that.
Yeah.
He creases me. And again, Dean is Deacon. 100% something Dean would do.
I do.
Yeah. Like, he's just showing off in front of Nick and Stu.
It's the stick throwing, though.
Yeah.
Don't get
chase
that.
it. I love how, like, Rhys Darby's also just so offended by it. It's like in the series where they end up in the werewolf fight.
Yeah.
And then he throws the stick over the side of the building and the werewolf just jumps and dies.
Oh, yeah. No, the squeaky toy, innit?
Yeah.
What weapon will you choose?
Your weapon. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Anton's okay.
Because I'm not sure what's going on, like, with the... Because they keep saying they're going to bring out a sort of sequel which is based on the werewolves.
No, it's all false.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They've
been interviewed about it, and Taika said that they feel so bad they keep, like, misleading people into thinking it's going to be happening.
Yeah, that's me.
But then I think that's something he would say, though, so maybe...
Yeah, they said the same about this, like, that it was never going to happen, but
yeah,
I think it comes down to just how busy he is now as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because he's just taking on everything at the minute. Like, he's got Jojo Rabbit coming out, the Star Wars series. There's no way he's not doing something else with Marvel. There's no way.
I think it might be in a few years if they want to.
Or I think if it is, he's going to have, like, he's not going to be as involved. Like, he might write it and that's it, but there's no way he's going to be
we might just producing
hands-on.
Right?
Yeah.
But then I feel like they should write it at least. But if it's all improvised anyway, it doesn't matter. So.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
If they can just get the story together. Mm-hmm. But then at the same time, I don't really want the sequel.
No, I don't either.
If it's not going to feature them, and I mean, I do like some of the like Rhys Darby and some of the other werewolves, but
yeah, I don't think they.
I just don't think they can carry their own film.
Absolutely
just
not.
If
nah. Like,
I mean, Stu will be part of them, wouldn't he? Be in that film.
Yeah, but still, Stu's not even an actor. Like,
yeah,
like he's done.
But he's one of the best actors in this
quiet
film.
As hell.
Because he's just playing himself. It's amazing.
Yeah. He's literally just sitting around.
So Steve, just sit down. All right, cool, mate.
Vampire mates don't need human mates. I like the discussion, like, when they're on about tennis. Why would you be playing tennis at night anyway?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but I like the idea that it's just Stu knows he's just way too polite to say anything. Deacon's tight leather trousers.
I love how when you first meet Nick, he's like, "Oh, I get the shit out of you," and then like 2 months later, he's just like, "Yeah, man, you're my friends."
Taika Waititi, he's just... I don't know how he does such good voices, like Korg's voice, man. I'm really looking forward to Jojo Rabbit just to see how he plays Hitler. Like, I can't think of anything.
How did that get made?
No idea. Like, I can't think of anyone who could probably make more of a laughing stock of Hitler than Taika Waititi.
Oh, definitely. I've already done it in this, haven't I?
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah. I love that where he texts him and he, like, jumps.
There's a crucifix behind you.
That's so funny because
imagine doing that.
Girl who's taking a photo like that.
Yeah. Imagine being vampires though and not seeing your reflection for so long.
That's when they've really thought about like just like, little details.
You'd be like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Like I'm watching the video of the sunset. Like, man.
Also, who do you reckon cuts their hair?
Well, each other, maybe.
They've had years enough to learn, haven't they?
They must go to a vampire barber. I mean,
oh, surely, yeah. Like, let's turn this barber into a vampire so
yeah,
we can
and just
have a haircut for free.
just trust that he's done it decently. See, now this is funny because it means as much as Deacon would hate to admit it, he is still learning things from Nick.
Yeah.
Even if it is.
Oh, the Skype call. There we go. There's the Skype call. That's Philip Master.
I like that the series sets up like a network of familiars. Like they've got their own like little club, like with like a newsletter and everything.
Fucking newsletter. Like, I
have
have email. It's like no, a newsletter. What language is he speaking?
What's that?
Is it German?
Austrian, maybe. Isn't he Austrian?
I thought.
I don't know. It might be. I don't know if
German,
Austrians speak German or if it's Austrian. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh.
Viago's a bit of a dick. I don't think it is that they are dicks. Though I think it's that they just, because they're now immortal, I think they just forget.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? I think they just forget that people are mortal. Because like, it's the same in the series with what's his name?
Guillermo.
Yeah, the vampire though. Man. Yeah, well, whatever his name is, like him not turning him, I don't think it's down to him just being mean. I think it's just that he just forgets that he's like.
Well, Guillermo,
aging.
I know. I can't remember. His
I know
name.
it's completely just gone now.
Yeah.
It's something in the pillage.
I think he wants to turn him because he wants him as familiar, doesn't he? You know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it reminds me of. Have you seen Entourage?
No.
It's kind of like reminds me of Ari Gold not wanting to turn Lloyd. He's just like kind of like a secretary. He's an assistant.
Right.
He doesn't want to make him like fucking words
like promote him or yeah.
Completely didn't know what I was going to say then.
Just mind blank. Man, I love this. Like Nick, you would though, wouldn't you? You would just be telling everyone you were a vampire because you just think, who the hell is going to believe
So
you?
this guy, do you know him?
Yeah.
No.
I thought he used to.
He tells the vampire, and he's I'm a vampire, and it's like, yeah, fuck off, mate.
I love that. This guy, he's in the Masquerade.
Is he?
Yes, because he says, I'm a vampire as well, but he is in the Masquerade as well, so I think maybe he might be a vampire. And I wonder if this guy, where he's like, I'm a vampire hunter, I wonder if that was improv, and then they were like, can you come back? And then they got the idea for that Peter scene. So I like the idea that he's also a vampire, but that he's just like, I'm shocked that you're enough of an idiot to just do it.
He's like, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, like, we're supposed to keep a secret. Stu just chopping in the background.
Biscuit out of you. We've got the Phantom of the Opera book, and Ashley claims that if you pick any page and read the first line, he can probably recite the rest of the book.
Yeah, right.
And I have the book,
no,
he does not have it, okay?
Yeah.
So you won't be able to prove that, but...
Yeah. The claim is, you pick any page in that book, how many pages are in it? It's got to be about 600, something.
About 300.
Is it only 300? Is it? Okay. Yeah, I can tell you all the words, but I can't tell you how many pages there are.
290.
290 pages. So it's 290 pages. You pick any page and I can tell you, like, not in detail what's on that page, because that would be mad. But I've read that book so many times, I reckon I could pick out exact words that are on those, like, pages. Yeah? So that's what we're going to do. Right.
So I'm going to pick any page and read... Well, we're trying to first tell me about this book, because obviously it's a special, really special version.
Right. So... Phantom of the Opera, written by Mr. Gaston Leroux. So originally, so he was a magazine writer.
Yeah.
And obviously he was writing articles or whatever, he got bored. And when he was like investigating, he found about this myth of the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
And he started investigating it, obviously the myths and the rumours, because it's slightly based on a true story. So back in Paris... back in like the 1800s, or it might have been the 1700s, I don't know. So the architect who actually built the Paris Opera House, he was physically deformed.
Yeah.
And because he was a big fan of the opera, obviously he'd like to go to the opera. He had a lot of secret passages built into the opera house because he didn't like people to see him and things like that. and he did fall in love with, I don't think it was one of the singers, I think it was one of the ballerinas.
Yeah.
Which, in fairness, Christine Daae is a ballerina in the book as well. And he, like, kidnapped her, and it was a whole thing. So the idea of it is sort of true, and that's when he took the true elements then, and then obviously came up with his own story and wrote the book. So it was first printed in English. Let me see if I can get my facts straight there. I think it's all on the certificate of authenticity thing. I believe 1912, copyright mark 1912. It might be on one of the pages in the book, in fairness. I might be wrong.
1911.
Oh,
so close.
Very close, yeah. So originally printed in English in 1911. I think it was still in the 1800s, obviously when it was originally done in French.
Yeah.
Because he also done it in the magazine as like a weekly or monthly article of obviously what he'd uncovered under his investigations. But basically, I love this book. It's my favourite book of all time. I've read it countless times. And I believe that if you pick any page in that book, I know it. And can tell you
let's
words.
test
but
this
that
out.
particular copy of the book is the 1911 version, so it's one of the original ever English copies. 101 left. Is that what it says, or is it 100?
What now?
How many are left, like in the world?
There's 100.
100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
you've got number 29.
number 29. Number
Yeah.
29 out of 100 in the world. Right. So pick a page and right.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to do Do Not Tempt Him, Christine said oddly, unable to keep back a sob.
Okay. Fear. Omen. Ungodly.
No.
Read the
So,
whole page.
but he is a fiend, Rule said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Read the whole page.
Remember to read the whole page.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Right, so we got So Fear's not on there. Fiend is on there. Omen, ungodly. Revenge.
No.
No.
Well, you got the ungodly and the omen.
Oh.
It is wicked, even ungodly, to let this omen pass unchecked and unchallenged.
Pick another page.
Right.
Another
Every
page.
fearful word of it was recorded.
Fiend again. Innocent. Vengeance. Fiend, innocent, vengeance, and evil. Read the whole page. I guarantee those words are on there.
Armand Moncharmin, is that it? Wrote such voluminous memoirs that we may well ask if he's ever found time to attend to the affairs of the opera. Mr. Moncharmin was an innocent in the opera world, did not know of a note of music.
Innocent.
Yeah, but he called the Minister of Fine Arts by his Christian name, and he selected the best possible active manager and went straight to Firmin Richard. Firmin Richard was a very distinguished composer who had published a number of successful pieces. The only things said against him were that he was rather masterful in his ways and endowed with a vengeance of temper.
Vengeance.
Yeah. They had forgotten all about the curious, fantastic story of the ghost, that evil fiend.
Evil.
When the funny but bizarre incident occurred.
Fiend.
Yeah, you had
Ding,
fiends.
ding, ding, ding,
that
ding.
proved
5
then that the
out of
joke was
5.
not over. You had all 5.
I mean,
And I can't read for shit.
But you get the point.
I get your point, yeah.
It's there.
That's fucking
It's
good,
thereabouts.
I mean, for a book, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that with a screenplay. No, there's not a fucking chance.
I honestly, if you'd read that screenplay as much as I read this book, then
I will.
you would.
I'm gonna go and buy that book. I probably own it somewhere. Lauren's probably got like a.
Yeah, give it a read.
like a thing of
I
it.
mean, I could probably recite it word for word in another 10 years, but at the minute, I can just give you words.
And we're back.
Banging.
Yeah.
I love
so,
how obnoxious Nick is, just as a person. I think I'm Nick. Like,
yeah.
only because I don't think I'm any of the others, so I gotta be the Nick.
I'd probably say I'm. Oh, see, I'm like a little bit like Deacon, just the weirdness and like the weird dancing and stuff. Well, maybe when I was like 16.
Seen you dance, can't
You
confirm.
see me dance, yeah.
Can't confirm.
Confirm. But then I'm probably like Nick as well. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Yeah, no. Like I said, it's just like I'm definitely not a fucking Vlad.
No.
Don't think
Yeah,
I'm a
he's
Viago.
probably the furthest
I'm
away.
not a
A little bit of
Deacon.
Viagra in there as well, just because the.
Yeah, I'm as
the
prissy as
awkwardness.
Viago. Yeah.
Yeah.
This took them 80 hours to edit out their reflections in the table of the cafe.
Yeah.
Now that's attention to detail.
Oh, do they keep stews?
Yeah. I mean, you can't even tell, but that's like attention to
That
fucking
probably,
detail.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's something people.
Yeah,
other
they say
filmmakers
on the
will just,
commentary they were like,
overlook
they
that,
almost
won't
just gave up, but it was about 80
Well, you
hours.
you viewed the commentary, have you?
Yeah.
So where is that then? I'm gonna have to just like search online.
Just
is it?
go on like Amazon.nz, New Zealand, and just buy the Blu-ray from there. And then
Right.
I like get.
Yeah, but that won't work in my
I think you have to have a region-free DVD player, which I think
mine's.
I think Xboxes and PlayStations are, because I use PlayStation for mine. Yeah.
No way, because there's a few films I want to buy from America. And
PlayStation 3 definitely is like.
Yeah, I sold mine. I should have kept it just for that, shouldn't I?
That's why I kept mine. I'm not sure about. I don't think the 4 is, but the 3 is.
Well, I did Google it before. I don't think it is mine. I don't think Xbox would even.
I don't know about
try anything about
Xbox.
that.
No. Ironically, I only know because I've got like a signed Phantom of the Opera mask by like Andrew Lloyd Webber and that.
Mm-hmm.
But the copy of the DVD that it's with is Korean.
Okay.
So I have to have like a region-free DVD player to like.
And you
use
just
it.
perchance tried the PlayStation 3 and it worked.
Yeah.
Nice. That's quite handy. But yeah, so the vampires can fly in this. And I wanted to ask you if you had any kind of speed or teleportation, or you could fly, what would you choose? But there are limitations.
Right.
So if you can fly, your limitation would be that you get as tired as you do if you just go running, so you could just get fatigue kind of. Teleportation limitation is that you can only go to places you've been before, not places you can see. You have to have been there physically.
Right.
And super speed is only that you can't run across water.
Okay. Super speed is pointless then, because you're just limited. If you can't run across water, we live in the UK. I mean,
yeah, that's
what am I
when
doing?
you can run on the UK. Yeah, you can run onto a ferry so fast and pretend you're there.
I suppose. Yeah,
run
but
onto
then
a
I'm
plane.
still stuck on the ferry for like hours.
Yeah.
So teleporting no, because I've got the nightcrawler fear that I'll just end up stuck in the nightmare realm for like the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I've been to interesting places, so it'd be fun, but no. Fly in, definitely, yeah, because
you just take breaks, coffee break, go to Starbucks for a bit.
Yeah, plan a route. I mean,
if you can, obviously you'll be able to fly faster than say a train, a plane. You can get places really fast. Maybe not a plane, actually, that'd be a bit too.
But then do I just get super tired like really quick?
Yeah, so you have to take breaks. Yeah, and then if you don't work on it, you can literally just fall to your death. If you get too tired,
I mean,
I probably pick teleportation.
Yeah, teleportation. Given the limitations,
that'll be mine. Yeah. Just because I don't know, I can just go. It's just quicker, isn't it? Like I've been to a few places. I can just go to Menorca again.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, sun, come on, tan. Where'd you get the tan from? Oh, I'm just naturally tan.
Yeah, I suppose the teleportation. Yeah, I mean, I suppose the nightmare realm would be alright if you're just passing through.
Yeah, just passing through, man.
Yeah, just don't get stuck.
Piss off, ghost.
Oh man, Korg in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
That I mean, we talked about it a little bit last week, but that film is so good. I mean, it's definitely my favourite Marvel film. I'm not a giant Marvel fan, I've said, but I think Ragnarok is my favourite by.
You reckon?
Quite far, yeah.
It's probably in my top 5. I did a top 20, or 22 a while ago after I saw it in game. Let me find that.
What's your top 5 then?
If I can find that now, I think it was ages ago. April would have been then.
So Peter's burning to death. I love the way Jemaine Clement comes screaming down the corridor. Deacon tries to save him. In the original cut, they had a charred body of like Peter, and they put it in a river and was like giving him a funeral, but they lost it. Like it sunk away, and they had to put out a press release to say like, if anyone finds a burnt body floating in the sea, like, don't worry, it's a film prop. And they ended up cutting out of the film anyway.
Oh fuck yeah! Well, they should have kept it in just in case they were like, oh yeah. I mean, you just.
I'm sure there's probably you can find the deleted scenes out there somewhere.
It's probably in the Blu-ray.
Yeah,
if I flick through that again.
They've said a couple of times they'd like to put like anything they didn't put in on YouTube, so people could make their own cut to the film.
Because it's not on the short. It's not on the short. No. I watched that the other day. It's not on there. Yeah, this bit with the vampire hunter.
Yeah.
I know that guy. I told him he was a vampire. He was a vampire hunter.
I love the way they just analyse what's happened. It's very obvious what's happened.
Yeah.
So that, they put it in the river or something and it just floated away and they lost it.
Fuck.
That's turning up on eBay in 10 years.
Yeah. Peter. Oh, sweet Peter. Yeah, I found the list now.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right, top 5. Captain America: The Winter Soldier, number 1.
Right, yeah.
Number 2, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Number 3, Avengers Endgame. Number 4, Iron Man. And number 5, Captain America: Civil War. And Ragnarok is number 7. But this was just before I saw Endgame and just after I came out the cinema, and I put Endgame third.
You were right in the Endgame.
I'll probably watch this again in like next week, and I'll probably do them all again, and
yeah.
because why not? It's fun.
Yeah.
And it'll probably change again because I would put Thor Ragnarok higher now. Just because I don't know. It changes. Obviously, that's just from them. But
I mean, it changes because of the progression of characters. Like I feel like Ragnarok is changed now by Infinity War and Endgame.
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Off the top of my head, like I said, Thor Ragnarok, not in any particular order. Infinity War. Like I said, I'm not too fast on Endgame, really. Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah,
What else is Marvel? I like Spider-Man, Homecoming.
yeah. And then when you see Far From Home, maybe that'll be up crap. On the list. I think it's gonna be for me. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, Winter Soldier, Civil War, both good. Interchangeable. Probably Civil War more.
I just like the look on Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier's
That's like that
incredible
political,
movie.
like kind of like a war drama. Oh, it's intense. It's so good, man. Russo brothers nailed it as well.
Yeah. I always I always forget Civil War is a Captain America movie. I always think of it as an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
And that's the chase scene where they're chasing Winter Soldier and Black Panther. That scene is incredible.
Oh, it's the
Wellington Paranormal crew.
Yeah.
She's originally a kindergarten teacher.
She?
Yeah, like I don't know how she ended up in this, or if she still teaches.
I love things like that, man. Independent filmmaking, man. You can make any person a fucking actor.
Yeah.
And then they'll become a less actor.
Like Stu.
Like Stu, Stu. Yeah, you'll see him in Hollywood soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
he'll be in the new Thor, if Taika does that.
Did you ever watch the shorts they done before Ragnarok?
Is it
the apartment ones?
Oh, what's his name now? Is it? Oh, the guy he lives with, Darren.
Yeah,
Darren?
and he's like, I think he's got like a bike and everything.
Yeah.
Those
his
are
roommate,
amazing.
innit?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna bug me. I don't know his name.
And he meets up with Mark Ruffalo, and they're on about like no one called him for Civil War and things like that. Oh man, I forgot about those.
One shots. So they stopped doing them. I think. I think there's
only like 4 of them, and I think in total they're about 20 minutes. I think they done 3 with Thor, and then 1 with Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Where, like the guy kicks Thor out, and Jeff Goldblum moves in instead. Because Disney are launching like their own version of Netflix called Disney Plus.
Yeah. That's not. There's no release date for the UK for that.
I don't think it's going to come out in the UK. Like the DC Universe one hasn't come out in the UK.
Yeah, but Disney one is fucking bit bigger.
I think it'll end up on Netflix here.
Maybe 2020.
Maybe.
No, because they've cut ties with Netflix, so they won't be releasing anything on there. Hence why they cancelled all the Marvel TV shows and stuff. Which I don't think they're gonna. I think they'll put them on. I don't think they'll renew.
I think they'll leave them.
I think they'll leave. No, they're taking it. Yeah, they're probably still on Netflix actually, but even if it doesn't, they'll probably go on Marvel. And I think they'll redo the characters. But
I don't want them to do Punisher because the Punisher's the 2 series of Punisher were great.
Yeah. Oh no, they can just get John Bernthal back.
Yeah.
The police officers.
The police officers. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so Disney Plus, Disney's new streaming service. They're doing a series on it called Jeff Goldblum Explains.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be like Jeff Goldblum explains things. And I have never been so down for a series in all my life.
This is why I hope we get it. Like.
Yeah. Apparently it's just going to be like how it's made, but with just Jeff Goldblum.
Goldblum just explaining things. Yeah.
Man.
It's a car. It just explains what a car is for 50 minutes. Like, amazing. Could watch it all day.
I love Jeff. Let me tell you something, right? All I'm going to say is just Jeff Goldblum spiders, and I'm just going to leave that there.
What?
Just going to leave
that
there.
Is that a video?
That's a little Easter egg for a friend of mine. Jeff Goldblum spiders. Oh, man. But yeah, Jeff Goldblum explains, and obviously they're doing The Mandalorian, which is going to be the first live-action Star Wars series, which Taika Waititi is going to be voicing IG-88. Man, let me tell you something. Mandalorian, if IG-88's in it, that fills me with a lot of hope because, and I've been watching the Clone Wars recently, and I've just finished Series 2, which is like the big bounty hunter arc where like they introduce, I mean, not introduce, but their introduction into the series anyway is like IG-88 and like Aura Singh, Cad Bane, and just all these badass, like amazing characters. And I got like all the art books from all the Clone Wars series. I love it. And I was reading like all the bounty hunters in it are like based on like Clint Eastwood characters. Like they done like loads of artwork of like Ahsoka Tano dressed in like Clint Eastwood's poncho and things like that. It's really good. And they've said that the Mandalorian's basically just going to be a Western Star Wars series. Man, I've never been so hyped for a TV series like other than maybe the Lord of the Rings one.
Yeah,
So excited for it. Like, it's really like stressing me out thinking, like you said, is it going to be launched here? How is it going to be launched here?
I think maybe early 2020.
I think I don't know
because it's coming out in November.
I think they're going to have to air the Star Wars series worldwide at the same time. They have to. I can't. It's going to be madness if not. It's going to be outrage.
Maybe it might come out by Christmas, so it's only like a month.
Yeah, possibly.
Who knows? There's any way to find out.
Because Disney do have a streaming service here already.
Yeah, it's on.
But it's not very good.
So I'm wondering if Amazon or is it?
I'm not sure.
Disney Life or something. Life.
Disney might be wrong here, but I think Disney also own Hulu. I'm sure Disney owns Hulu.
Yeah, well, they own most of it now. They bought Fox,
I mean, Disney owns the world, but I don't know. I think there's no way they won't launch it at the same time. Like, it everywhere. I think they'll have to. But Taika Waititi's IG-88 is a bit bonkers, but it's going to be such a good series.
There was another scene with Jackie just cleaning.
Jackie
just like
cleaning.
all throughout the film.
Yeah.
It's like the cut, isn't it? Between
like the
each section, between each act.
Oh, have you been watching? Have you watched the newest Stranger Things?
No, I haven't watched any of it.
Oh, haven't you? Oh,
well, no, actually, I've watched the first 2 episodes. It's alright.
Is it? Oh, okay.
I might try and get back on that.
I didn't watch it when it first came out. I wasn't fussed. I just it wasn't for me. But I went back after the second series had been out, and I just stuck with it. I still weren't fussed in the first series. It's just alright. I really like the second series. I've just finished the third series. It's alright. I've got nothing more to say about it than that. I had a few issues with it, and I think it's very like I figured about 90% of it out in like the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
It was just a bit poor, but it was still hilarious, so that's fine. But not much more to say about Stranger Things because.
Let's go back onto this film, which we've been neglecting for about half hour now.
That's episode 2. This is how it's going to be now.
It's going to be. You got to deal with it.
Yeah.
Taika Waititi is a nun.
Yeah.
A vampire is a nun. Didn't go down well.
The way he says it is so like.
Yeah, vampires don't like nuns. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I like how, it actually turns out there's only 2 shots of Jackie cleaning up after them. And it's the transition into the acts. Like, I'll say clearly 3-act structure in this, but
that's why I was talking about Stranger Things. There's 2 really good transition shots in it, and I was like, "Oh, did you see them?" But no, you haven't.
Yeah, I haven't.
So that's that.
Maybe I'll try and catch up on that.
It's all right. Like I said, I think some people like it a lot more than what I do, and I think a lot more than maybe I ever will. But it's something to watch if there's nothing else to watch. And the kids are great in it. They are. I mean, the guy who plays Steve Harrington, I could watch him, and the guy who plays Dustin, I could watch just those 2.
Yeah.
I think that's like mainly my issue with it. Like, the one of the couples in it, like, not to spoil it for you, I got no interest at all in them. Like, I could just forward to
the
their
sister
scenes.
and
sister and
Charlie
and
Heaton
Will's brother.
And
I don't even know his name. I've watched 3 series.
See, I could probably tell you their names, but I
know her name. I don't know his name. Like, and I've watched the first 2 series twice, and obviously the third now. But I just don't know his name. I couldn't care at all.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like I know it is, but only because it's said all the time. Like her name is said constantly, and especially in the third series because there's a bit of a a joke with it, and it doesn't land for me.
Fair.
The kids annoyed me in this series more than they did in the other 2. Like Mike, the main kid, who's also Richie in it.
Yeah.
He's so annoying. He's
Yeah.
just so moody and whingy and just no. Will is the same. Will's just a fragile little butterfly, and he's just, I don't know.
Dustin's great though.
Dustin's
he has
amazing.
some great lines,
and
from the episode
they
I watched.
like take him away from the group in this series and put him with just Steve for the whole series.
Yeah.
Like much like they did in the second series, and it's the best decision. It works so much for me. I could just watch just those two constantly, because even with Elle, and I think they realised it with this series, because I think it's sort of a little underlying theme throughout the third series.
Yeah.
Like we get it now. Do you mean every series can't end with Elle screaming and blowing up a monster? Do you mean? And I think they've sort of taken steps to try and fix that now. But it was too late for me. I just didn't care, and I just wanted to watch Dustin and Steve being Dustin and Steve, because they're just amazing.
So we're at the Unholy Masquerade, which is a yearly party where, is it vampires, zombies, and witches?
Yeah,
and
so
basically all undead, but apart from werewolves.
Yeah.
Where they get together and they have a guest of honor.
Babadooks,
yeah. They need, that's in the show. That is.
That's in the show, but I
think the orgy is supposed to be the equivalent
yeah,
to this, isn't it?
You know, like at the Beast's new boyfriend.
Yeah.
He looks a lot like that Babadook guy, so I'm thinking maybe he's a Babadook, because he looks mental.
Oh yeah.
Like, he's so weird looking. Even like, I don't know if it was like a mistake, and they're like, you know what, this looks so bad, it's funny, but he's got to be something that's not a vampire. I like that Nick turns her into a vampire.
Yeah. In the end, she gets what she wants.
Yeah.
And like husband to familiar as well.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm your master now.
Stu. Why is he just standing there? Like, Stu's got no business being at this party, and that's the whole point of this scene. But like,
how is he
he's
not
just
being
standing
caught
at
by
the
now?
punch
Like,
table, like.
how is he not being eaten at this point?
Yeah, like surely they can smell it.
Plot armor as well.
Yeah. Oh man, Stu is the biggest plot armor. Like,
I hate that saying so much, man. It makes no sense.
I know.
It makes no fucking sense.
Obviously, like, what do they...
like, I mean...
Don't get me started.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Do you mean, let's kill all our main characters off in the first fucking 5 minutes and not have anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm guessing you're referring to Game of Thrones.
Well, nah, that's different because it's got a huge cast.
Yeah.
Like these people who like Razor Mary Sue. Obviously, she's the main character. Like, what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want? Like, what do you want? 2 films of her running around fucking Dagobah, doing backflips with Yoda.
Yeah.
It's not a good film. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Stupid. No, let's not get into fucking fanboy outrage, because then I'll get a different kind of fanboy outrage.
That photo looks like Matt Berry.
It does look like Matt Berry. To be fair, he looks a bit like Matt Berry there.
Yeah. Oh, it's just, I need more Matt Berry, man. Like him as Laszlo is incredible.
Have you watched? He's got a new series out on Channel 4, and they released it as a whole. Called Year of the Rabbit. Man,
no, but I'm gonna go and watch that
really
tonight.
Good.
4OD.
It's amazing.
On it.
He's a Victorian era detective.
Of course.
Who's like really good friends with the Elephant Man. So the Elephant Man is in it, but the Elephant Man is like this really like camp gay stage queen like performer. It's so funny.
Is it like have you seen Toast to London?
I love Toast to London.
Right, is it that kind of vibe where it's like just street comedy, or is it kind of got like a bit of drama to it? Because it's Matt Berry, and he's been in the Mighty Boosh, you know. There
is like a there is a linking story throughout the series.
Yeah,
that's quite good. It's decent, but it is very much a comedy, and it's
I'm gonna watch it.
Very much like on the nose comedy. Man, and Taika Waititi's in it. He cameos in I think it's either the second or the third episode, so keep an eye out because he is in it. There's another really good cameo in it as well, but I've forgotten who it is. But yeah, that's out there. So that's called Year of the Rabbit.
Year of the Rabbit.
And what else? Yeah, Toast to London. I love Toast to London.
Clem Fandango.
Those voices. Do you know what's funny about them? They've got to be real because Matt Berry does so many voiceovers.
Oh yeah, he's got an advert voice though, isn't he?
Yeah. Like, do you mean he absolutely has worked with a Clem Fandango? Ah man, Toast to London is a very underappreciated series.
Oh yeah.
I think there's more for that as well. I think there can still be more for that to come. Definitely.
Oh, I hope so. I really hope so, man. Have you seen Snuffbox?
No.
This is a show. Matt Berry and Rich Fulcher from My Boosh. You know the guy who plays Bob Fossil. They got this show together. It's like a sketch show.
Right.
You've probably seen a clip online where
How old is it? Like pre?
It's
my introduction to Matt Berry was IT Crowd.
I'm thinking before that now.
Yeah. All right.
So it was on just after Mighty Boosh finished for the second season before they came back for
Might be
2004,
at the same
2005
time,
maybe.
Yeah.
And there's a sketch that you probably seen on Facebook or on YouTube or whatever where he goes around pretending to be nice to women, and then as soon as she said, and he helps her like carry things stuff like that, and she's like, "Oh yeah, my boyfriend," and then he just drops and goes, "Fuck you," and it like boots the dogs and stuff like that, and it's funny, man. Helps her carry an aquarium. She's like, "Yeah, this is my new house, my boyfriend." He's like, "Fuck you," drops it.
He's like oh man, I love dry actors like that who can just play the most outrageous, absurd like things, but they can just play it off so seriously.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And that's why I think Toast to London works so well, because it's such an absurd series.
Yeah.
But he grounds it so well. I love it. Because my introduction was IT Crowd.
IT Crowd, yeah.
I love that
Mine
series.
was My Boosh for Dixon Bainbridge.
Yeah.
He took over. I think Richard
you ever
Ayoade
seen-
played it in the original pilot,
Oh, is it?
and then he took over then.
Ah.
He's got that voice, and he's got that like confidence, charismatic.
But also kind of Oxbridge, douchey kind of.
Oh yeah.
Like Boris Johnson sounding.
Yeah.
Matt Berry, what was I going to say? Oh, have you seen a film called Mindhorn?
No, I haven't seen it though. But it's the Julian Barrett one.
Yeah, it's really good. I'd watch it.
That's on
it's
Netflix.
really
So
good.
I'm gonna,
Oh, is it?
So I'm gonna put that on my list.
It's funny as hell. It's so good. Again, it's still one of those films that's just underappreciated.
Right, we have literally not been talking about this film for ages.
I think the last time we talked about the film was like when they were chasing Nick.
Probably.
See, look at him. He looks so weird.
He does.
Not a vampire.
He looks like someone I've met in real life. Like, just the kind of guy who just goes to his local pub and sits there quietly for hours. Do you know what I mean? Just died.
Yeah.
I love how when he's depressed, he ages.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't touch upon that. Like, that happened like 20 minutes ago. No.
We didn't touch on how they kicked Nick out of the group.
Yeah, no.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, last time I spoke about it was Peter's corpse. And
Peter's
that was
corpse.
purely because filler, because you were looking for your Marvel list.
Fuck.
I love this argument, man. It's so domestic.
Did you asshole? I love how, like, if it was just a Hollywood film, there'd be constantly music in the back.
Yeah.
I just love how it's just
Cuts, yeah.
cuts, yeah.
That's like the corridor scene. That's why I love it so much, because the music is just mental, and then the way it just cuts out and then it starts playing when he creeps out of the bag.
The fucking that bag scene. Amazing.
Bag scene is so funny. It's the most pathetic fight ever.
Yeah, there's way more flying scenes in the show as well, isn't there?
It's budgetary.
Yeah.
Fox own this now.
Do they?
No, at Disney, because Disney own Fox now.
Oh, yeah.
So Fox.
Well, they own This Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Man, they own The Exorcist as well.
Nice. They own everything. They own me. They own
Well,
me.
yeah.
I'll happily work for Disney. Obviously, it'd be great. I'll write the
man.
new Tarzan because the last one didn't do so well.
Do you know what? Disney's Tarzan is one of my favourite Disney
Not
films.
the animated one now. You know the one with the live
Margot
action.
Robbie.
Yeah, Margot Robbie. Yeah.
Skip that one.
Yeah.
No, the Disney one, I love that. That's
Phil Collins soundtrack.
yeah, but
Can't
I
beat
was
that.
like that peak age. Do you mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But that year,
I probably wasn't. I probably about
Hercules,
maybe three when that came out.
man, Disney,
2.
Disney's Hercules, Disney's Tarzan, bangers.
Beauty
Absolute
and the Beast
bangers.
is one of my favourites.
Yeah, I was never that fussed on Beauty and the Beast. I liked like the Black Cauldron and
Black
Sword in
Cauldron
the
was good.
Stone.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's Black Cauldron series coming out for the Disney Plus thing. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it is.
Let's
Look
find
it
out.
up. Yeah, I'm sure
I'm
it
gonna look
is.
that up now.
I don't know if it's live action or animated, but that would be sick.
It's probably live action actually.
Because
they're doing everything live
I haven't
action,
watched
aren't
it in
they?
years, but I remember it being quite dark. Both like in a literal sense.
It's very underrated.
and-
Very underrated.
yeah. But that was like the dark ages of Disney, that sort of period there.
Yeah. I don't think there is one.
No?
No. Maybe something else.
Yeah, maybe with Sword in the Stone. because I know they're doing Lady and the Tramp.
Apparently this film was not released on film home video until 1998.
No way.
Yeah, and it was released in 1985.
Oh, man.
Cause
Yeah,
I had
that
the
makes
video.
sense,
I had the
you know.
VHS of that.
Yeah.
I had the VHS.
Yeah.
I had all the. Cause I was, when I was a
I
kid,
remember.
I loved
I
Disney.
remember the cover of it, and the Lion King one.
I went on Blu-ray, so I'm gonna see if it exists. Get
I
that
think
on there.
the only other VHS covers I remember vividly are the Indiana Jones, and all the Planet of the Apes ones.
Yeah. The guy in the bow tie is gonna go first.
Rhys Darby, man. Jumanji 2. Did you see the Jumanji remake?
No, all done with
The
Dwayne
Rock and
Johnson.
Jack
Yeah,
Black.
yeah,
Rhys Darby's in it as like a game NPC.
yeah.
Man, he's so funny because he's literally just an NPC. So he keeps like repeating the same lines and things like that. And they've brought him back for the second one, and I'm so on board for it. Like, I really enjoyed that Jumanji film. It's obviously nowhere near the scale of the original, but it's all right.
Yeah, good reviews, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's a good Sunday afternoon film, but it's not something I would have gone to see.
Yeah, did you can go see it in the
Oh,
cinema?
no, I waited for it to come on the Sky.
When was the last time you saw it in the cinema?
I mean, this is my ages. That I remember, unless I'm tripping, Solo. I was Solo. Solo.
Solo.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Star Wars story.
So I was like, you haven't been to the cinema in a long time.
Nah, Solo.
Good 14 years.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it must have been Solo.
Mine was
yeah.
Endgame. And then Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah, I went to see Endgame.
Best film I saw this year,
I went to see Endgame.
regardless of
Infinity
MCU, the favourite. You seen that?
War. Yeah, I didn't like it with
Didn't like
Olivia Colman.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't
She won
like
the Oscar
it.
that as well.
I just couldn't deal with it. The way it's like cut together and...
You don't like the way... I
Nah.
loved it, man.
Nah, win for me. I mean, I could have got into it. Like I said, I think it was just the way it was cut together for me. I just couldn't get my head around it, which is my
It's
loss.
a Yorgos Lanthimos film, though, so... Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yeah.
He did The Lobster. Seen that?
No.
Colin Farrell. Get on that.
Is it?
That's good, yeah.
Yeah. What is it, like a comedy or?
No, it's quite
Because
depressing.
like that's like a lot of the jokes landed with me. Like I thought it was really funny, but I don't know. It just really spun me out.
Yeah.
Because it just I couldn't get my head around it.
Right. So, if we've not been paying attention, Stu has been mauled and possibly killed by the werewolves. They also
And-
bumped into werewolves, and they also left on Holy
Yeah.
Masquerade.
Fun fact
we
about
didn't
this
even
as well.
cover.
So Deacon's giving Nick a comforting speech, but the hill they're sitting on in the scene is the hill where so you know the rider scene in the first Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring,
Yeah.
where they first see the Black Rider and then they hide under the tree.
No.
This is where it's filmed. This
No.
is that hill. This is that spot. So where they're sitting is like where they hide under the tree. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
That's
Which
mint.
also isn't in the book. That's actually from the animated film from the I can't remember the guy's first name, but the director's Bakishi, when he done the animated Lord of the Rings, he put that in, and Peter
Okay.
Jackson was like, I was so afraid of that when I was a kid that I had to put it in the film.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is where it's filmed, this hill, this
That's pretty
park.
cool.
Which it seems mad because you wouldn't think it was a park.
No.
Like, because in this, you can see from where they're fighting, it's quite clearly like a footpath. And
Yeah.
do you mean like a country park? And obviously, Lord of the Rings does nothing to portray that. It just seems
Oh,
like
no.
some dense forest. It's Fangorn. Red arrows.
But I was, yeah. Ruining this.
I love how this speech just slowly gets more absurd and absurd, like suffocating when he falls asleep under a pile of leaves.
Yeah.
And then suffocates on a load of leaves. Like, what? Oh, Nick, man. The actor's so good, the looks he gives the cameras. He's like Martin Freeman in The Office, just the driest looks, or like John Krasinski, do you mean?
Yeah.
That's, I think, the
Oh, the
balance.
police
between
officer
the
at the back.
documentary.
Alan.
Yeah. These are real paramedics as well.
I love how they like arrest a dog.
Yeah, that's really, like, they're literally the thickest officers in the world. Like, you can excuse them in the first scene because they're hypnotized,
Yeah.
but there's no excuse for this. How
What if
stupid
they're
are
still
they?
hypnotized now? Like they
I
didn't.
don't know, man.
Like
Yeah, maybe.
maybe not, but
Maybe.
I know they just arrest the dog. Like, this is the
Yeah.
culprit.
Because it's just so
Must have been a
dumb.
pack of them.
And that's been they're literally thick as shit in the series as well.
Yeah.
Like, they even join the paranormal team, so they know this stuff exists, but they're still so dumb. I love it. And that's why it's quite interesting that she's not an actress, because she plays it really well.
Yeah.
I wonder who he's poking. How are they going through that many dishes that quick?
Maybe he didn't finish.
The scarf is obviously a replacement for the charred corpse that they lost.
Yeah. Also, no, because he was Deacon was knitting him a scarf earlier on, wasn't he?
No, but that's mean they had to reshoot it and stuff.
Ah, right.
I wonder why he lives in a cupboard.
Yeah, that makes no
Like,
sense.
The other two have
Makes no
rooms.
sense. Yeah.
I mean, Peter is old as F, so it makes sense. But I wonder why he's just in a cupboard.
This is gonna be the shortest episode we probably do. Like, just
Yeah, I think
'cause-
it's about hour and 16, isn't it?
Yeah, hour 25.
Hour 25.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. Probably not long
Steve-
after.
Stu looks really out of place. I wonder. He looks almost photoshopped in.
It's because they're all dead, and they've all got like pale face, and he's like got
Yeah.
rosy red cheeks, and
Yeah, I
he's
know.
like,
Yeah, I suppose. And nice because he's like his clothes make him really stand out as well.
and also I think they just generally used whatever photo came out of that like little digital camera. Stu's
Stu!
alive. Stu. Stu.
Deacon, man. I love the jumper. It's so. I bet you can
You
buy
look like
those.
Seal.
I bet you can buy those jumpers.
You can get them.
I bet you can. Yeah. There's got to be someone.
I
on
hope so. Or you just
Etsy or
get my
something.
nan to knit it.
Stu.
Yeah, how did they get him to film this bit then if he didn't probably wouldn't want to do it?
I
That's
don't
probably
know
not
if that
him.
is Stu.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, it is him. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, he might as well have gone all in it.
Yeah.
I
Good
mean,
friend.
they got him to do the recreation for a start,
Oh yeah, yeah.
with a lot of naked men standing around him.
Want to do a reenactment?
And that was a fun weekend.
Okay,
Steve,
man.
we
I'll
need
just
you
get
to-
naked.
yeah.
Don't need to get naked, man. Don't need to get naked. You can wear shorts.
Steve, we need you to lay down naked in a field while 5 men stand around you naked.
Yeah. Is this a bukkake?
Oh man,
There's a little smirk. Oh.
there's a great fucking. I don't know if you've watched this episode, but Rick and Morty. There's one where he has a house party, and there's this really funny throwaway line where one of the girls in it is just like talking to another girl, and she's like, oh, "I don't know why, but I just really love watching bukkake." And that's just it. It's just really like in the background and throwaway. It's so funny. And then it comes back to him. She's like, "Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever do it, but I just love it." And then that's
What
just
the
it.
fuck?
It's funny. Werewolf smell. I mean, the house doesn't look like it smells great anyway. It looks dusty
No,
and
yeah.
a bit morbid.
I love it. Like at the start, he's hoovering.
Yeah.
He's just hoovering.
Yeah,
fucking-
like, how does this still look so shitty?
the vampires, they don't care.
Yeah.
To be fair though, I probably keep it clean. I'm that guy. That's why I'm Viago.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
Viago isn't the guy who just cleans regardless
Yeah.
of how. Like,
Put down the paper on the floor.
yeah. Oh. You should probably think, what the fuck? Why isn't just going to show you all these stories in the newspaper?
Yeah. The way he creeps across.
And then he's got flowers.
Yeah.
It's so
I feel like I missed opportunity there, though. Like, the way he creeps is like Nosferatu. They should have just put the shadow really big on the yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Missed opportunity.
Taika Waititi, man. See?
Yeah.
If you ever listen to this,
It's too late now, innit?
Yeah.
And I mean,
maybe a
like, for
10-year
1 second
anniversary, you can
movie.
go do a George Lucas.
Yeah,
And
yeah. George Lucas it. I mean, Disney do own it now, so
yeah. Be easy, man. Get George Lucas to do it for you.
yeah.
Even better.
I mean, he's not up to much these days, is he?
No.
Enjoying his billions.
I love the music, man.
Yeah, that's really, it's
So fucking.
in theme as well. I love these like after credit scenes.
Yeah.
It's like you said, these only work in mockumentaries, really.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just like. Thanks for
It feels
exposition. Yeah.
scripted. Unless-
Yeah. That's why I'm kind of like I'm kind of still don't like the black screen with like months later or days
Yeah,
later.
like time
I don't
skips.
know why it
It's
bugs me
lazy.
now. It doesn't. Well, it works for this
No,
again
but,
because it's like a
'cause of
documentary.
yeah, it's that documentary style. Like,
But-
if this was really a documentary, that's how it would be. Do you mean?
Oh yeah,
It would
you know.
it would feel weirder if they didn't do it because
It'd be
it
too
would
long.
just-
The documentary if they showed everything
yeah.
for starters. But no,
And it would feel like it just ended. It wouldn't it wouldn't help maintain the mockumentary style.
Yeah.
Starvey.
Just failed.
He's brilliant, man. Honestly, if The Hunt for the Wilder People, where he's the conspiracy nut, is one of the funniest characters ever.
He was in Fight the Conchords.
Yeah, this is very much a Fight of the Conchords mini reunion sort of style.
Apart from, I can't remember the other guy.
When I watched Fight the Conchords in ages.
Yeah, no, I've seen it in years.
Yeah.
My
that should be on. They should put that on Netflix.
my friend's dad got me into it over his house, and they watched, and I was like, "Oh, you watching?" I'll Fight the Conchords, and I just sat there watching it, and I was like, "Oh, this is quite funny." That's why I first got into Jemaine Clement.
I watched them after this, when I watched these, because I didn't watch this for ages. I was aware of it during the Kickstarter campaign and everything like that, but I wasn't interested.
Yeah.
But then I just constantly everywhere I went, people were like, "Oh, What We Do in the Shadows is so good," and I think it was 2016 or maybe 17. I thought, I got nothing else to watch, so I watched it, and I love it. Very easily my favorite comedy film. I absolutely love it. Like I said, it's one of those films where it's just so much fun to watch with someone else because it's just hilarious.
Oh yeah, I was giggling my ass off the other night watching this. So stupid.
Yeah.
And my parents showed me to watch this. Actually, they said, "Oh, have you seen What We Do in the Shadows?" Because they knew I like Jemaine Clement and stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh, they got a vampire film mockumentary style." I was like, "Oh, I'm fucking in. Mockumentaries are my shit, man." So I put that on. And they told me to watch the TV show because I forgot it was coming out and I still hadn't seen it, and they would tell me bits, and I was like, "Oh, don't tell me." Oh, I'm so glad I watched that the other day.
Do you know what? I've watched this film so many times. I've never seen
No,
this.
never seen it.
I've never knew
Never
this
seen
was a
it.
thing.
Knew it existed. Never seen it.
I didn't even know
I
it
just can't be
existed.
bothered to watch credits sometimes, which is not good considering,
Yeah, I've never knew that existed. I've watched this film at least 20 times.
That's good.
Well, so that's What We Do in the Shadows. That's that done. I had something to say before Deacon fucking distracted me there.
Yeah. Try to think.
No, it's gone.
Damn.
Gone. Yeah, completely gone. Oh yeah, mate, I was going to ask you if you watched King Kong yet.
No, I haven't.
man.
No.
Honestly, watch it. Next hour and a half you gotta watch it, because it, like I said, I honestly for a very long time into that film, a good half an hour, maybe more, I was like, this is a mockumentary, because I just couldn't believe it.
Is it actually?
It's insane.
Is it really a mockumentary or?
No, it's a proper documentary, but like I said, you just won't believe it is.
Is it like that Bros one? Seen that?
No.
Bros, they're brother duo. They had a documentary on the things they say is fucking stupid.
Is it? Oh,
yeah,
man.
and it feels like a mockumentary, but those guys are fucking real.
It's amazing because
dumb as fuck.
Right, this is a genuine line from it, and this is it's out of context, but this guy is serious, right? So the whole thing is, it's about this guy Steve Wiebe who's trying to get the Donkey Kong world record, the arcade game, the proper old Mario one with the hammer and the barrels and that. But the guy who owns it is a guy called Billy Mitchell, the same name as Billy Mitchell from EastEnders, which fucking creases me. Which is what, I don't know if that's part of why I think it's so funny. But the guy,
Billy Mitchell.
and this guy's had this record since 1980, so he's had it for 36 years because he's quite old now. So he's had it for a long time.
Yeah.
But this guy Steve Wiebe, anyway, he's practicing trying to beat this record or whatever. Now this guy Billy Mitchell, right? This is because the Steve Wiebe guy, he's really nice, down to earth, and that's really it's very much a documentary. But then they introduce you start talking to this Billy Mitchell guy.
Billy Mitchell.
And this is then where it's this can't be real, and the people that he's friends with and whatever, the guy is insane. He's just mad. And so the guy who keeps all the world records and stuff of that to do with arcade video games, he loves this guy Billy Mitchell, right? And this is a genuine line, and like I said, he's not taking the piss, he's very serious. He's in his car, which is this convertible thing, and he's like trying to, like, you can see he's trying to act all cool,
Yeah.
but this guy is like old, and he just looks very seriously at the camera. He's like, Billy Mitchell is the closest thing there has ever been to a Jedi Knight on this planet. And he's like completely serious. And it's like, why? Like, he's got a high score on a video game. Like, do you know what I mean?
Donkey Kong high score.
And this guy,
Yeah, but he's
like,
also an EastEnders character, so
and he's like, no, this guy is a Jedi Knight. And it's like, what are you on about?
Did he say that? He said it by himself.
No, he said about this guy. That's mean like all these people just love him, and it's just like he sends people to go and like investigate this other guy's arcade machine. And then they like start stealing pieces from it to prove that he's like cheating.
What?
Man, honestly, it's just insane. I can't like tell you enough.
I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Seriously,
I forgot what it was because you gave it to me, and I thought
it's just.
I thought it was a fucking
It's
King Kong
absolutely
documentary, and I was like,
unfathomable.
I don't know if I can get into that yet. King Kong documentary. Is it long? Like hour and a half?
It's about an hour and a half, yeah.
Yeah.
And like they end up having this big like sort of like meet-up like convention thing, and obviously the guy goes there to try and beat the record, but this Billy Mitchell guy refuses to go.
Yeah.
But all like his friends there, because I mean they're all like spying and shit. It's
Jedi
pathetic.
Knights.
And then they all go to this restaurant, and one of the guys calls up. So there's like 8 of them on the table, and one of this guy calls up. He's like, "Oh, Billy, are you gonna come and have dinner with us?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, maybe." Brazzy do. This Steve Weeby guy like comes into the restaurant, and the guy's like, "Oh my god, he's just walked in," and it's like this whole big like drama.
Yeah.
So then he's like, "I'm not coming now," and he like goes and meets him in the car park, and he like refuses to talk to the camera because this guy is like in this restaurant eating.
So who's it follow then?
It follows like this Billy Mitchell guy, the guy who's the record keeper, and the Steve Weeby guy who's trying to beat the record. Like Steve is like I said, I mean, you can believe that it's a documentary, but like once they just introduce this Billy Mitchell guy and like the record keeper and all these like video game people, it's just you can't believe these people exist. Do you mean it's just insane? It's bonkers, and it's 100% worth a watch. It's so funny.
I gotta watch that tonight. That's on my list for tonight.
Insane. Like I constantly hope that they do like a follow up, because I've like kept up with it, like because the record's like gone back and forth now, not to like spoil it, but man, it's insane.
So they're both like on and off.
Yeah, but this is it. Like,
that's a nice
he beats
rival
him, and then he accuses him of cheating, and it's like this whole big conspiracy he sets up. He does this thing where he videotapes. Then this Billy Mitchell guy videotapes himself beating his record. Then, but he gives it to this like 90-year-old woman, sends her on a plane to like this other part of America, and he's like in an airport, and he's like saying to her, and I mean this woman's ancient. He's like, right, you can lose your life, but you do not lose this tape. You can lose your luggage, but do not lose this tape. Do you know what I mean? It's just so pathetic. It's insane. I love it. I'm
gonna watch that.
Yeah, watch it, because and message me as soon as as you're watching it, because it's just bonkers. It's incredible. Best documentary ever. Like funniest, absolute funniest documentary.
Even funnier than this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because it's a real documentary.
Yeah, I mean it's real. It's just it's so good. King of Kong. I think it was like 2007 maybe. Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah, it's very good. Oh man, it's like 12 years. That's really, they could do a really good follow up.
Oh yeah, 15 years later.
Yeah, because I would love to know where these people are.
The second coming of Kong.
Yeah. It's just unfathomable. It's just the whole big conspiracy behind it. It's bonkers. Absolute bonkers. And that was What We Do in the Shadows. It's, my favourite comedy film ever.
My top 10, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, absolute banger. Definitely check that out if you haven't.
Directed by Taika Waititi and Jemaine Clement.
Directed by Taika Waititi and Jemaine Clement, yeah. And written.
By both as well.
Written by both, yeah. Produced by both. Helped produced by Kickstarter. Brilliant old success story.
Yeah.
I mean, look at him now. Kid done well.
Kid done well.
Yeah.
Kid
Triple
done
A
well.
films.
Yeah.
Banger.
Thor Ragnarok, yeah.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it.